We're back again with Space Marine 2 news, and this one today is quite big. The developers are going through the Dark Angel content, when that is supposed to be releasing, the Neo Volkite pistol, which is coming. There's a bunch of questions that the developers answered. One that really stands out for me is the PvP one, because it looks like we are going to get private lobbies so you can play with your friends. So let's jump in, let's look at it, and let's get waffling. As always, I'm going to jump over to this window so you can see all the information that I'm about to speak about, that I'm about to show off, everything like that. So it starts with some of the old stuff that we already know. We have now 4.5 million active players on Space Marine 2. That means 4.5 million copies of the game have been sold, which I think that is an absolute huge feat for a game like this, a 40k game. Like, it's just, yeah, it's kind of unheard of before. So congratulations to the developers on that one. Let's get into some of the content stuff. So we already know about the hotfix for the patch and everything like that. We've gone over that. The upcoming content. Now, this is where I start to get excited. So another update is coming soon with a brand new weapon, the Neo Volkite pistol. So the Neo Volkite pistol is going to be released separately than the Dark Angel stuff. The Neo Volkite is a thermal weapon with accumulative damage. Its heat rays have a deadly impact on organic matter, incinerating flesh into ash with explosive force and jets of flame. We've always talked about this on my streams, like, how is a Volkite weapon supposed to work? Like, it's described in the lore as like a microwave gun which just burns you, and you get like these rings around it. That was shown on some of the artwork that they did for the Horus Heresy. So if I just quickly play this video right here, you can actually see it right there. And yeah, I think that is how it's supposed to look anyway in the actual lore itself. So I'm really looking forward to that, to see how that works. But the big question is, of course, is everything about the Dark Angels. It's all about the Dark Angel DLC, the new champion. I get it. I thought it was going to come in October. We got the big game balancing patch, where we got two of them technically in October. I thought the Dark Angel stuff was going to come. Apparently not. It's looking like, well, they say it here right in a second, more towards the end of the year. So later this year, around early December, around my birthday, if anyone wants to buy me a gift, will come the much awaited Dark Angel chapter pack, along with new enemies, the Zango Enlightened, and a new PvE map set on Darium Obelisk. I mean, I can't say these words. I'm so sorry. It's my dyslexia. But there we go. Confirmation that it won't be in November, early December. So, yes, November, it looks like it may be dead for Space Marine 2. Not a lot of content happening around for Space Marine 2 in November. Luckily for us, we have some potential big tabletop news happening in November. A brand new reveal show. They may be releasing the Krieg box set and stuff, but that's another video for another time. So yes, a lot of stuff coming December. New PvE map, the Zango, the Dark Angels chapter pack. It's all there. It's all happening, and they give us a little preview of this map right here. Again, for those people who know what it is, it's basically the last mission in Space Marine 2. I'm excited to see the champion in all its glory. I'm really looking forward to it. For me, when it comes to Warhammer 40,000, it's all about the rule of cool. So to have these armor sets and stuff like that to stand out on the battlefield, I'm all for it. Now, one of the most interesting parts of this end of month newsletter is the questions. And actually, this is not the questions. Yes, it is the question. Sorry, my bad. So the questions here really give us an insight on what they're trying to focus on now, and what potential new content that we're going to be getting. So content additions, new melee weapons. They responded, adding new melee weapons is something we'd love to have later. However, it also takes a lot of time and production resources. You can see that they've highlighted a lot of time and production resources to integrate, but be sure we'll let you know once we're more advanced on that subject. I definitely think the game needs more melee weapons. You got the lightning claws, the thunder, like one-handed thunder hammers. We know that you can take them on Primaris Marines. Like Primaris Sergeant could take a thunder hammer. Yeah, bring it all, right? Axes, spears, everything like that. I want halberds. I want absolutely everything I can take as melee in this game. More campaign missions. Now, this is the big one. This gives us an intention of where they're going to be going with Space Marine 2. We're currently not thinking about adding new content missions in new campaign missions in Space Marine 2, where we'd rather focus on creating new operations and Eternal War content. Now, I agree with the developers on here. I think anything that is campaign, like story mode, should be put into the next Space Marine game. I know a lot of people are like, well, when's that going to be, Valrak? 10 years? Look at Space Marine 2. No, this game has been massively successful. I see that they're probably going to put out a sequel to this probably 4 or 5 years from now. And we'll have Space Marine 3. I'd rather them focus all the resources that they have at the moment into the PvE, definitely into the PvP. Like, I'm a big PvP player, and PvP is just... there's just nothing there. There's free maps, right? Give us more game modes. Give us just everything, more maps. Just it feels quite soulless a little bit in PvP. Like, once you start playing these maps over and over again, it just gets so boring. So yes, please invest as much as you can into this stuff to keep people playing the game. Eternal War party size. Now, again, this is a big subject. We're currently working on implementing custom PvP lobbies. Yes, I want to play with as many friends as possible. You'll be able to invite your friends alongside various other options to customize your experience, score limit, time limit, class limit, and so on. This is all I wanted. I want to host private games. I'd love to host tournament-esque games. If there's one thing I can ask the developers, sorry, I've just knocked my microphone. If you're watching this right now, any devs, please bring this up at a team meeting, anything like that. Add a spectator mode in private lobbies. Then people like me, the streamers, the content creators, can host massive tournaments. We can do it. I will host tournaments and give away Warhammer prizes for like different clans and like leagues and stuff like that. I would absolutely love to do this type of content for Space Marine 2, but I can't at the moment because there's no spectator mode in the game. So allow us something like that, and I promise you'll bring even more attraction to this game. Heretical Astartes playable in operations. This will not be implemented due to Space Marine 2's specific setting, how operations are designed, and even the game as a whole. All the dialogue is written as Astartes, talking to Astartes, for example. Missions are also designed so that our characters fight to help the Imperium's war effort. Sorry, Chaos guys. It's Space Marine, not Chaos Space Marine. You're there in PvP, right? Just take it. Add the possibility to replay the campaign prologue. That means when you play as the Death Watch. Whilst not a priority at the moment, this is something we might consider in the future. I'd like that, mate. I think the Death Watch stuff was one of the coolest missions in the game. Consider adding bonus reward for players using Quick Match. This is something we are considering adding in the future. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take that as well. Customization. Color of the lenses. Now, this has been a talking point. We are ready to release the color lenses with the next big update, which will bring the Dark Angels chapter pack. So color lenses are going to be coming early December. For people who want your lenses, December. You're going to be getting it, ladies and gentlemen. More than 4 customization slots. This is not a priority right now. We prefer to focus on developing other features at the moment. We'll come back on this later on. Add as much customization as you can. It's all about the rule of cool, right? People just want to be different. People just want to make badass things. So please add as much customization options as you can. Customization add-ons, more customization will come in the future. More precise customization options is a must-have as well. Definitely looking forward to that. More helmet customization and patterns. This is something we're actively working on. It will arrive in the lifespan of the game. That means, Mark 8 Iron Armor, Mark 6 Corvus, hopefully. Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 5. Give me all the marks, right? In the lore right now, the Stern Guard can take a bunch of different older marks of armor on their stuff. So yeah, it's lore accurate, so give it to us. Give us as much stuff as possible. Ability to recolor cloth pieces and tabards. This is something I massively want. We can consider adding this option later down the line, but creating a satisfying level of quality for this feature is harder than it looks. I get it, harder than it looks, but please give it to us. We need it as much as possible. And just getting towards the end, Lieutenant color customization. This has been greenlit. More customization is coming for helmets corresponding to other chapters. So when they talk about greenlit, right, and everything in there that they're talking about, everything that they've mentioned so far, everything that you've mentioned to them so far has to be greenlit, not by the dev team, by Games Workshop themselves. A lot of people don't understand this when it comes to Games Workshop. They are massively protective over their IP. Every little thing that is in this game, from the panels that you walk on the floor to the purity seals that hung off some armor, have to be greenlit, thumbed up by GW. This is why the process on adding stuff in Space Marine 2 is taking as long as it is, because Games Workshop have to be happy with every single thing. So please bear that in mind when you're like, why the developers not pushing stuff out, but the mod team and the mods are doing it like instantly, because the mods don't have to answer to anyone, right? The developers have to answer to some people. If they don't, then they'll lose a license, and then that's it. There's no game for anyone. So change the skin color of your Marine. We're currently working on an option to add head customization to your Space Marines. I can't wait for this. I want to make Valrak. Mate, look at this, right? Who wouldn't want this on a Space Marine, right? Don't you dare put any jokes. Allow Death Watch icons to be placed on the right soldier. Soldier. God damn it, I can't even say it. Yes, this is something already in the works. So that is going to be happening as well. Nice little update. Nothing mind-blowing, like, oh my god, I can't wait for this. The Dark Angel stuff coming early December now has been confirmed. So developers have to deliver on that. But yeah, apart from that, some screenshots showing Halloween, and like, well, it was Halloween when they released this. I was out trick-or-treating. This is why I'm releasing it a day late. I was out with my kids and stuff, stealing candy in the Emperor's name. But there we go. All the information there. Go and check it out for yourself. I'll leave the link in the description of this video if you want to read it for yourself. But that was the October community update. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens in November now. Maybe November the play count may go down because there's probably not a lot going to be happening with Space Marine 2. But yeah, maybe there's some little things they shove in there to keep us coming back, to keep us entertained. Let's see about that. Right, thanks for coming. Thanks for watching me waffle as long as I have been doing. If you've got any thoughts, feedback, post it down below, and we'll have a little chin wag down there as we always do. See ya. Have a great day, and bye-bye.